Hello friends, good morning. Assistant Professor Madhuri Deshmukh Biocell tutorial presents Eukaryotic cell for class 11th and BSc third year students. So welcome students in Biocell tutorials. As we have discussed earlier, that is about the prokaryotic cells, and in that we have already discussed structure of prokaryotic cells and all these. So today we will discuss about the eukaryotic cell, but before going to start eukaryotic cell, let's glance on a cell theory. So in cell theory, we have known that Sheldon and Schwann togetherly formulated this cell theory, and Rudolf Virchow in 1855 first explained that cell is divided from the pre-existing cells only. So cell theory states that all the living organisms are composed of the cell and products of cells. That is, all the living cells are arising from the old cell or pre-existing cells. So this is the cell theory. So friends, we can observe here the single cell I have drawn here. I'll show you with the help of the pointer. Here this is the single cell and it's getting divided into first cell and this one is the second cell. So from this picture it is clarify that the cell produced from the pre-existing cells only. Now we'll start about the eukaryotic cells. As we know that eukaryotic cells possess nucleus. It is having the well-organized nucleus which is also enveloped or covered by the nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope, and it consists of the genetic material in the form of the chromosomes. And we know that the number of chromosomes are varies from species to species, but the number is constant for the similar species. So let's discuss about the eukaryotic cell in this topic, and later word I'll upload one video on the chromosomes also. Okay. Plants and animal cells. What is the difference between the plants and animal cells? We'll see here. Plants and animal cells differ in their structure. That is, plant shows the cell wall but animals does not show cell wall. Then the vacuole which is present in the plant cell is large in size and only single, and so what, it is situated in center, and the position of the nucleus in the plant cell is slightly migrated towards the periphery. But in case of the animal cell, the centrioles are present but they are small in size and many in numbers. Then plastid, which is one of the important cell organelle of the plant cell, but it's absent in animal cells. Animal cell possesses centriole but plant cell does not. Eukaryotic cell shows the complex locomotory and cytoskeleton structure. Sorry. All cell organelles of eukaryotics are distinct from each other, but they are considered together as an endomembrane system because their function are coordinated. The endomembrane system includes the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, or we can say it as a Golgi complex or Golgi body, lysosome, suicidal bags, and the vacuole also. Let's discuss about the endomembrane system. And also one thing, that is the function of this mitochondria, chloroplast and the peroxisome. These are not considered as the endomembrane system because they have well organized membrane bound nucleus and the organelles. They shows the membrane around it. The genetic material is organized into the chromosomes, and also in some of the cell organelles like mitochondria and chloroplast, they show their own genetic material along with the cellular genetic material. They have the complex locomotory and skeleton structure. So friends, you can see here, this is the structure of plant cell. Generally we show the structure of plant cell hexagonal, but the shape of the cells is vary and it's depend on their function. So we'll observe here. I'll show with the pointer. This is the blue colored structure. This is the nucleus, and inside this blue color structure, dark distinct purple color body shown here, that is called as a nucleolus. Nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. It is also called as a small nucleus. And this nucleolus consists of proteins, ribosomal proteins and ribosomal RNA. So we'll discuss in detail about this in further lecture. Now, along the side of the nucleus, here the flattened balloon-like structure is present, and this is called as a Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex. Now again we'll see here, this is the bundle shape structure, or like a spindle. We know that thread spindle shape structure is present here. That is known as this is known as a plastid. This is known as a chloroplast, or we can call it as a plastid. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 plastids shown in this diagram, but the number is not limited still 5 only. It is about 6200 per cell. Then this is the large body which is present inside this plant cell, and this is called as a vacuole, balloon shaped structure it is, and this is called as a vacuole, and this is enclosed by only a single membrane, and this is called as a tonoplast. Okay, so let's discuss again here further some cell organelles. Mitochondria also shown here. The structure of mitochondria, ribosomes, small bodies present here. These are called as a ribosomes, which is the unit of protein synthesis. Then these are the peroxisome. Peroxisome not included under the endomembrane system. This mitochondria and chloroplast also not included under the endomembrane system. Plasmodesmata are act as a connecting channel between cell to cells. They are responsible for exchange of material enclosed in the cell cytoplasm. Then This nucleus is also covered by the new reticulate structure, and this reticulate structure starting from the nuclear membrane and end with the cell membrane, this is called as a endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulums are of two types, that is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. So this is all about the plant cell. Observe this diagram of plant cell, and this is the animal cell. In this lecture of botany, we are not going to focus on the animal cell. Just for your sake of knowledge, I have shown here the structure of the animal cell. So friends, you can observe the structure of the animal cells too. Now let us discuss on the lysosomes and vacuoles. Lysosomes are the membrane bound vesicular structure formed by the process of packaging in the Golgi apparatus. Means the origin of lysosome is Golgi apparatus only. Lysosome contains lipase, protease, carbohydrates, different kinds of the enzymes which are performing very essential role in digestion of lipid, proteins, carbohydrates, etc. The vacuole, which is present in plant cell, is a large and single membrane bound, and the space containing inside the vacuole is consisting of water, cell sap, and some excretory products which are harmful or toxic to the cells are getting stored in the vacuoles, and later it getting discharged out of the cell body. The vacuoles is bound by a single membrane, and that is called as I told you earlier, that is called as a tonoplast. And in unicellular eukaryotic organism, that is amoeba, we are studying from standard 9th. We know that this amoeba consists of a vacuole, contractile vacuole, and it performs the all roles, that is it is useful in excretion. Then in some organism, these vacuoles are useful in ingestion, excretion, like amoeba. In some protists, these vacuoles are useful for storage of food also, and engulfing the food materials too. So here I have shown the diagram of the lysosomes, and some waste products are accommodated in the lysosomes. These lysosomes are also called as a suicidal bags because they themselves digest some damaged cells of their own, so they are called as a suicidal bags. And this is the structure of vacuole present inside the cell. Now let's discuss another slide. Okay, so we have discussed about the lysosome vacuoles. These are the endomembrane organelles. Now in second lecture we'll discuss about the Golgi body and endoplasmic reticulum. So still today this much is sufficient for you, and in tomorrow's lecture we'll discuss about the endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi complex. So friends, have a good day. Thank you.